I'm Matthew Williams, and with the new Hyperhighway open, I'm going to tell you how it's making getting around on campus a lot easier.
I'm Charlie Culbreth here on campus with questions for the students to see how much they know about the university they attend.
And fall is officially here. We'll show you some fashion trends to make you look your best.
All this and more coming up on Newsbreak.
From the campus of the University of Utah. News produced by students for students.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm Lexi Jones.
And I'm Chelsea Hansen. The Hyperhighway has been under construction for the past year and has caused headaches for students making their way around campus. Now that the project is done, Matt Williams shows us how the students are enjoying the new walkway.
The walkway from the Hyper buildings to the business college was closed for all of last school year. The construction made it difficult to go from north to south on campus and vice versa.
I actually had my morning class in the Hyper and a different class, my next class on lower campus, so it's kind of annoying to have to walk all the way around the construction. It's pretty inconvenient, but I don't know, I guess I wasn't late to class too many times, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
The walkway was open when school started this fall, but with all the stairs, bikers had to make their own paths. During the second week of school, an asphalt bike path was paved that extends the length of the walkway. The path is for bikers, boarders, and golf carts. There are also paths for pedestrians only. The new system makes it a lot easier for bikers.
It's really a lot easier to bike on the black paths because I don't feel like I'm going to hit so many people walking around.
The bike path is also a hot spot for boarders. While some use it to get to class, others ride the steep hill just for fun. Separate paths also makes traveling safer for pedestrians.
It's good because they have different paths for pedestrians and for people riding skateboards or bicycles, which is a good idea because it seems more safe, so there's not people going by each other and colliding.
With the Hyperhighway now open, it is a lot easier to maneuver around campus. Although the campus will always be under construction, currently there are 10 different sites that are being worked on, including the bus stop in front of the Union, as well as the new business building. For Newsbreak, I'm Matthew Williams reporting.
In addition to the new walkways, the tunnels underneath the highway that go all around campus were updated during the project as well.
The Arts Department and Film and Media Arts Department have joined forces to create a new phenomenon in dance. Tiffany Justice has more on the story.
I'm Tiffany Justice, and I'm here at the Film and Media Arts Department for the 2011 Dance for Camera Festival.
The University of Utah faculty in the Department of Modern Dance and the Department of Film and Media Arts are educating their students on the importance of interdisciplinary work. Interdisciplinary work is becoming more prevalent within the Department of Modern Dance with the establishment of the Dance for Camera Workshop and Festival. Dance for Camera explores the relationship between the dancer and the camera. Over the past 10 years, Ellen Bromberg, Director of the International Dance for Camera Festival and Associate Professor in the Department of Modern Dance, has been working to develop the field of screen dance here at the university. She first decided to teach screen dance after PBS recreated a performance by her in the 80s, changing her understanding of how the camera works in relation to the dancing body. But one of the challenges she has faced was how to create interdisciplinary courses on campus.
I was drawn to the interdisciplinary work, and so when I came here I started trying to cultivate courses that brought departments and students together.
But she admits it was challenging.
Common metaphor is the silo metaphor of education, where every building has its own specialty and never the two shall cross, but those silos are breaking down, and that's where research gets to be very exciting.
Bringing together dance and film majors. I'm Tiffany Justice with Newsbreak.
You can learn these and other dances by joining one of the many classes offered by the U Arts Department.
A national gaming tournament was on campus last week. It's part of the NCAA Football Challenge sponsored by video game maker EA Sports. Last Friday, 64 students showed off their video game skills and battled to decide who was the best U student at the popular game NCAA Football 12. Friday's winner received an all-expense-paid trip to Pasadena for the Rose Bowl and a chance to compete in a national tournament for $10,000.
October 11th marks the first annual National College Radio Day. University of Utah Student Union, KU, is presenting the first time ever a free music festival called the Autumn Bash. The Autumn Bash will be held at Kilby Court on October 11th. There will be 13 local bands playing and doors open at 11:30 in the afternoon. KU will be giving out free t-shirts, water bottles, bumper stickers, and other promotional items. The bash is free for university students with your UID and $7 for an all-day pass for non-students. For more details and a complete lineup of the bands, go to kuradio.org.
There are over 25,000 students at the U that are pursuing degrees in a variety of subjects.
But how much do these students really know about the university they attend? We'll catch up with Charlie Colbreth.
Back on campus, and to the questions I had for the students. Question 1, when was the University of Utah founded?
1907 is my guess. I have no idea.
February 28th, 1851, I think.
Oh, no idea. I'm going to say 1955.
Well, 0 for 3 on question 1, and if you were wondering the answer for yourself, it's February 28th of 1850.
Thanks, Charlie. We'll check back with him a little later in the show. The ASUU's Presenter's Office works in conjunction with a number of movie distribution companies to bring films on campus before they're released to DVD. Chloe Wynn shows us how ASUU makes this possible.
The Free Film Series is a series of diverse movies that are screened to the Post Theater, located on the second floor of the Union Building. No tickets, no reservations.
We're putting students' dollars to work for something that they actually want to do and stuff that's really fun.
When the series was first introduced 7 years ago in 2004, only 20 to 30 students showed up. Now, all 250 seats in the Post Theater are filled. The presenter's office is considering expanding the series to the Heritage Center to accommodate more people.
We were actually setting up seats in the very back to accommodate more people, and if just 1 or 2 more groups had shown up, we'd have had to be turning people away.
Honestly, I think the films just sort of speak for themselves. I don't think it's anything that we're doing in particular. I think that if a particular film is popular and everyone wants to see it, they're going to be there.
The movies are picked based on popularity and box office numbers. So what's making people come to watch the Free Film Series rather than buying the DVD and watching at home? Richie says it's the community involvement and the theater setting.
When Black Swan came out, you could go and see it on a Wednesday night or a weekend night for $7 or $8 per person. However, now you can go and see it for free in the theater. Obviously, the quality of the movie hasn't gone down just with 8 months of time or however long it's been.
And you don't have to sit through previews either. Short student films are being screened in replacement of the traditional movie previews. Students interested in having their short film screened for the Free Film Series can drop off a copy at the ASUU office, located on the second floor of the Union Building.
We've got lots of student films that we're watching now, and I'm so excited that we have so much to select from, so I'd love to get more.
The next free film will be the 1960s American cult classic thriller Psycho. The screening for this will be on Wednesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. in the Union Building's Post Theater. For Newsbreak, I'm Chloe Wynn.
For a complete list of films and screening dates, and to find more information on how to submit a short film for previewing, you can visit ASUU's website, and we'll be back with more Newsbreak right after this commercial break.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. Let's go back out to Charlie, who has another question for students at the U.
And this one may prove to be the toughest of all. That is, who is the interim president of the University of Utah?
I don't know. I know the old one is Michael Young, but new one, I have no idea.
You tell me. I don't know.
I have no idea. Intern what? Intern president?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you know that?
Well, no successful answers for that question. And who is the interim president of the University of Utah? That would be Dr. Loris Betts, the executive dean of the School of Medicine.
Thanks, Charlie. We'll check in again at the end of the show, but now let's go over to Chelsea, who has some fashion ideas for the fall.
Thanks, Lexi. I'm here with Shalise Walker, style expert, and she has our tips for this year's fall fashion. So before we bring out the models, tell us a little bit what's trending this fall.
This fall, it's all about fur, leather details. For menswear, it's a less buttoned up look to the office. Colored pants are huge right now, anything with a cape. There are lots of really fun trends that you can play with this fall.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk about our first model here. Jeans are a staple for every season, but talk about why colored jeans.
Colored jeans, you know, they come in style every few years, but right now they're making a huge splash. You can do purple, you can do red, I've seen yellows, I've seen oranges. Really any color that floats your boat you can wear, as long as you just own it and wear it with maybe a neutral top or a complementary top. You don't have to match it perfectly. I'm loving the black and white with the red. So cute. She's just paring it down with flats. And the trick to pulling it off is just really being confident, keeping it simple, letting the jeans speak for themselves, and you know,
right,
owning
exactly.
it.
So keeping it neutral on top, so we're
Exactly.
not screaming at people, right?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
perfect. So here we have Brandon. What is he got going on here?
So like I said, you don't have to wear that stuffy suit to the office anymore. Sometimes you don't even have to wear a tie if your office culture permits, but I think Brandon looks so professional for the office and still really stylish and a little bit less buttoned up, like I said. He's got the vest with the button-down shirt, and he's just got a dark pair of pants on, which work for the office or a more casual environment. If he needed to step it up a little bit, he could put on a tie with this outfit and it would still look great. So there are a lot of alternatives that you can do besides, you know, that traditional white shirt, tie, suit jacket, and matching pants.
Exactly. So it's good for the office and for campus, to school, everything.
Totally.
Okay, so perfect. We have our last model here, the leather leggings, which scares me totally. But explain how you can pull this look off.
Yeah, you don't have to look like a Harley Davidson queen when you're wearing the leather.
Love it.
Just, I love that this is a legging, so it's not that thick leather that we used to see in the 90s and when you think of leather pants. It's just really close to the body. Yes, totally chic. And she's, like I said, it's kind of the same concept as with the colored pants. Keep it simple on top, keep it chic, keep it neutral, accessorize it with your clean metals, and she looks great. I love the booty that she's wearing with the leather legging. It's just kind of sexy. It's cute.
It is, but not too too much. So it's perfect.
It's just adding
I love
that
it.
little bit of sass to your outfit.
Love it. All
Definitely.
right, perfect. Thank you so much. And back to you.
Thanks, Chelsea. As most of you know, fall break is next week, which means time for students to get out and enjoy their time off. Joseph Laney shows us what events are going on for students to check out.
The Utes take on Arizona State this Saturday at Rice Eccles. After a win of 54-10 against BYU on their home turf, we're anxious to take on the Sun Devils and put out their fire. On a cooler note, the Skating Utes are battling Boise State this Friday. The University of Utah Ballet Showcase, running October 6th through the 8th, features work by University of Utah students.
That's the best thing about Showcase, is it gives students an opportunity to be in charge and to express themselves.
I've always loved performing, and I recently discovered my love for choreography. In this student showcase that's coming up, I am choreographing a piece, and it's about the schedule of everyday life and being in the same schedule, doing the same thing every single day. And basically that's represented by the dancers being in the spotlight the whole time, and then eventually, one by one, they come out of the spotlight, and the idea is that you can do whatever you like as long as it makes you happy.
My whole piece is based on cherry blossoms, so it's been really fun to see how 5 girls can take a random idea about a flower and turn it into a 6-minute classical ballet piece.
They have developed different choreographies in their own right, in their own style, and in their own vision. So I think it's going to be a good show.
Students can see the ballet showcase here at the Marriott Center for Dance. This is Joseph Laney reporting for Newsbreak.
For more ideas on what to do over fall break, visit the events page on the U's website.
The University of Utah has a new and exciting way to get involved on campus while helping first-generation students pay for college. Rachel Green introduces us to the Red Riders.
The University of Utah College of Humanities and ASUU have come together to start the first motorcycle club on campus. Red Riders was founded in July 2011 by Spencer Thomas, a graduate student in the Department of Communication.
The University of Utah has been known as a commuter campus, and we've got to do a lot still to break that mold, but the Pac-12 is not a commuter conference. And to show that we belong, we've got to be there, we've got to support our youths, and I think Red Riders offers a great opportunity for people to plug into the university.
Last year, there were 1,200 motorcycle parking permits issued at the University of Utah. Today, there are 158 members of Red Riders.
We're just growing really fast, so a month ago there was only 3 of us.
Red Riders benefits first-generation students through the College of Humanities Community Scholarships for Diversity.
This scholarship is an amazing scholarship. It's a $20,000 scholarship. This is $5,000 a year for 4 years.
Red Riders Club also promotes safety on campus and in the community for motorcycle and scooter riders.
Motorcycling gets a bad rap that it's dangerous and all that kind of stuff, and sure, there's inherent risks to it.
Funding for Red Riders is raised through sponsored rides and stops, membership fees, and through the generous support of ASUU. The cost to join is $20 for university students, $35 for faculty, staff, and alumni, $40 for general public, and only $5,000 for BYU fans.
That was Rachel Green reporting. If you're interested in joining the Red Riders or want more information, you can visit redridersutah.org.
Finally, tonight, let's check back in one last time with Charlie, who has one more question for students here at the U. I think it's going to be pretty easy.
What sports conference does the University of Utah now compete in?
Pac-12. Yeah.
Pac-12. This university?
Yes.
Pac-12.
3-0 for the Pac-12. I'm sure any sports team on the university would be glad to have those odds. Reporting for Newsbreak, this has been Charlie Culberth.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie. So Chelsea, what are you going to do over fall break?
I think that Autumn Bash sounds so much fun. I think that, they've put together this first college radio, and I think I want to go check that out. What about you?
Yeah, I want to go to the Autumn Bash too. They have 13 bands.
I know. I wonder what the lineup is going to be. Sounds exciting.
And that does it for this week's episode of Newsbreak, the student produced by students for students.
And to see these stories again or to see other stories, log on to newsbreak.utah.edu. Thanks for watching and have a great night.